This is the mod pack known as Medieval Minecraft or Medieval MC for 1.19. This is a 1.19 mod pack based on medieval stuff, and this is also similar to the Better Minecraft pack, which I have a review on, so make sure to check that out, and make sure to subscribe for more Minecraft mod pack reviews, and also other things related to Minecraft and other video games. Alright, so I'm launching up the game, and I'm actually recording this part because, well, first off, you have the little tip thing, of course. And also, when you start up the game, you'll be prompted with an immediate message. That immediate message actually being that you need to go out and pick your origin. And so, here we are. There are a ton of origins in this. I think there's mob origins, and the main one being medieval origins. And so, you still have your default origins as usual, and it's a whole bunch of origins. I think around 20 plus, I don't know. But it's a whole lot of origins, and you can be a variety of basically anything that you would ever wish for. Let's just go human because I want to make sure to be at a normal size to do the proper review stuff. You also spawn inside of a village which had a huge overhaul with one of the mods, but I'll go over that later. For now, let's go over the other stuff, such as the biomes. The biomes are made through the biome makeover mod and the all the biomes to go. Biome makeover mod, basically what it does is that it takes the current vanilla biomes and then adds more stuff to them. But yeah, twigs, this rocks, and other mods around that. Basically, those mods add to the biomes. And there are also mods here and there like immersive weathering, which a lot of the rivers and whatnot that you see that are like all cut off and whatnot, they do have like some immersive weathering to them as well. Obviously, it doesn't make sense for a river just all of a sudden abruptly cut off. Now, let's go over some structures. I actually did see a stone home village this way. And stone home villages are basically villages that are built underground. Here it is right there. So this right here is an underground village. And the way that these underground villages work is that you go down through these little stone brick areas. They're very obvious to look at, like from the surface. And you just have a bunch of villagers here. You have a whole lot of connections here and there. And there's even some blocked off areas that contain like mobs and whatnot, and like ruined down old areas of the village. And overall, there's a lot of different things here and there within these villages. There's also some chests and whatnot that you can find within the rooms of the villages, but overall, you kind of get the idea. It's a huge area. There's even iron golems and whatnot. It's a great little like starting area for a starting base. And along with this, of course, we have the regular villages, which have improvements such as guard villagers, profession indicators, more villagers, more villager professions in general, and a whole reworked village, which I don't know exactly which one makes the village looks like this, but I think it's called Towns and Towers mod. There's even pillager towns within this mod, so do be careful because not all towns and whatnot are, safe. On the screen is some more structure mods as well, which, as you can see off of the distance, we have another village made from the Towns and Towers mod, and it is a huge jungle village. So these villages can be really, really immersive and really nice looking. And overall, we have minor buildings such as this one, which I think is from the Graveyards mod. There's some buildings here and there that are supposed to be very, very scary and creepy and all that. So overall, there's just a lot of mods that adds in structures and whatnot. Now, one thing I did forget to go over as well from the very start is that at the very start of your adventure, you are given a quest book. So as you can see here, quest will be added when the FTB quest mod ports to version 1.19. So it says here, if you're interested in the bosses and new mobs, check out the bosses of Mass Destruction mod and the Adventure Z mod. Quest will be added to this mod pack. It's just not added yet. By the time that this video uploads, maybe they'll add in quest. Who knows? But for now, as the book suggests, you have bosses. So bosses of Mass Destruction. So do look for some of these bosses within your Minecraft world, as they do give some interesting loot and it provides a good challenge. And we also have regular mobs added to the game, such as realistic, semi-realistic, and fantasy related mobs. We actually have mobs coming from one specific mod, such as the duckling mod, adding in ducks that are very cute and adorable. Look at them go. Right click on them and you got hearts out of them. They're very cute little things. On the screen shows all the mobs that you can find within your world, or I guess mods that come with mobs. And overall, there are so many improvements to the different mobs, such as the pigs and whatnot have different texture variants, and the sheep can sometimes spawn in with different variants, such as like horned sheep. So overall, it's like a very, very nice immersive experience between all mobs, new and also old. And there are some dungeons added into this. I should have included this in the structures, but there are some dungeons that can be added in, such as the When Dungeons Arise mod. This mod is a very popular mod that contains very, very, very immersive dungeons to your world that are huge to explore and are highly, highly, highly expansive. So, aside from that, you also have the usual bosses of Master's Destructions and Adventure Z stuff, and Better Nether and Repurposed. And yeah, overall, aside from the mods that I mentioned in the list and also the mods that I've said out loud, there's not really much else to really explain when it comes to the overworld, aside from the many, many, many different sub mods that comes with this pack, such as the Wolves Armor, Effective, and a bunch of other mods that makes it an even more so immersive experience. And you can even find these little chests around your world, which I punched it because these things can also turn into little mimics that can spawn in and basically ruin your day. Oh, right there. That's a mimic right there. Yeah, be very careful because these things do exist into your world. And they're tanky. How much health does this thing have? 80 health. This thing is super tanky. The last thing I want to go over before we go into our two separate dimensions, which is the Nether and the End. Let's go over the weapons that you can get, and also enchantments and whatever. Weapons, armors, enchantments, and tools and whatnot. Let's go over some of the enchantments. We have some new enchantments here and there, such as Obsidian Breaker, Ruby's Fire, Curse of Decay, Curse of Enfeeblement, Collection, Ender Breaker, Shulker's Blessing, Comb Cutter, Retribution, Soulbound. I don't know what each of them do specifically, but it shows you the little description underneath just to show you what it does there. And there's also some armor such as the Gilded Armor set, the Cardboard Armor set, the Wolf Pelt Armor set, and you have some knives, you have some dog armor. You even have mods such as the Arcanist, like I said before, magic stuff. You have things like the Bewitchment and Bewitchment providing some armor and whatnot. Boss Mass Destruction provides you with some sick gear as well. The Blast Amplifier, ooh, interesting. Better End stuff, they have some armor as well that are really, really good, and also just a lot of good stuff from the end. Better Nether also provides with some armor. Then you have the MC Dungeon armor, the main armor mod that's in here. We also have MC Dungeon's weapons, the main weapon mod that's in here for all different kinds of weapons. And overall, there's just so many things that are in this mod. There's even some medieval weapons. And then you also have some machetes, sides, and warden tools. And you also have traveler's backpacks. So there's a lot of stuff as well, such as capes and all that you can also equip. And overall, there's just so much equipment that you can use within this mod pack. With that said and done, let's go over to the Nether. So in the Nether, we also have some interesting things here and there, such as the Better Nether mod, which provides with some lovely new biomes and mobs to your game. And overall, there's just a lot of things within this mod that basically changes the Nether on its own. And we also have some more of these probably chest things, which I don't know if the pots turn into mobs on their own, but it's also part of the same mod with the whole shulker thing. So, you know, it would be cool if they actually did turn into something. So, yeah. And overall, Aside from that, there are some structures as well, like some cities and whatnot that you can find. So do keep a keen eye, as they are slightly on the rare side of things. And overall, let's get right over to the end. On a side note, when you die, you drop a gravestone, and the coordinates actually show inside of the chat menu. So when you come upon the massive, massive stronghold, that's not a part of the stronghold. So when you come upon the massive, massive stronghold, you're going to be right here looking at this end portal frame like, oh, okay, I need to have 11 Eyes of Ender. So let's get some Eyes of Ender and actually, go to the end. We get an Eye of Ender, we place it in, and it says the eye doesn't want to be used. And that is because there are some new eyes to add to your game. We have the Prime Eye, Cold Eye, Corrupt Eye, Lost Eye, Nether Eye, Old Eye, Rogue Eye, Cursed Eye, Evil Eye. And you can only use one of these at a time. So you kind of have to, just use which one is there. And yeah. We also have the Guardian Eye, Magical, Wither, Witch, Undead, and Exotic Eye. And I wanted to go over all of the eyes because, as you can see, there's more eyes here than there are end portal frames. You can place any one of these eyes as long as it's not a duplicate of that eye. And there's some extra eyes so that you don't have to find those 12 specific eyes, but you can look for like 18 total different eyes to place in the end portal frame. So, it's pretty cool. And in the end dimension, we have revamped pillars, as you can see, based on the designs and whatnot of the pillars. And we also have some things here and there, such as ores and whatnot. There's also some ores in the nether dimension, of course. And yeah, overall, the dragon fight should be as simple as it gets. There are some dragon drops, I think, as well, so that the dragon actually drops some loot and whatnot, and you can use the loot to make armor. So that's cool. And then let's go over to the outer end, the outer regions. I keep forgetting what this place is called. And basically, what we're going to look at is that we're going to go out and look at some other stuff, such as the better end, biomes. So they have better end, and they also have all the biomes will go. We'll also add in some new biomes here and there. And here we are. So that's a new biome right there. Here's this biome right here, which has some pretty trees. We also have these ice spikes around the area, and also some of these weird looking trees that are super pretty. A lot of these mods contain some pretty textures for a lot of the stuff here, and it's just a very, very cool mod to explore around the end. But with that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this mod pack, make sure to download it. This mod pack is very similar to the Better Minecraft mod pack, as I said before, so make sure to check out the Better Minecraft mod pack to see what the differences are, and maybe you like that one more than this one. Let me know down below what you think of both mod packs. And overall, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Take care and good.